What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the video. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want up to 12 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 12 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account. Put any amount of money in that brokerage account. They're going to give you up to 12 free stocks for just trying out the brokerage app. There's a link down in the description box of this video. Click on that Webull link. Open up your new Webull account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. I'm going to also send you a Webull tutorial video to walk you through how to use the Webull app to make your first trade. All you got to do is email me. Let me know you've opened your Webull account, and I'm going to send you that free tutorial video. There's an email address down in the description box. Email me today and let me know you've opened that Webull account and funded it. One of my subscribers sent me an email and said that they won $100,000 in the lottery. And should they pay off their mortgage? And I thought to myself, man, that's a pretty dang on lucky subscriber. You won $100K in the lottery. The chances of someone winning the lottery is very, very difficult. You're talking about the Powerball, 300 million to 1 that you will win the Powerball. Now, I know 100K is not the Powerball, but nevertheless, the odds against you winning the lottery are not very good. So, hey, congratulations to that subscriber. But now let's get back to the question they had. Should they pay off their mortgage with their lottery winnings? Well, I think you have to think about what your financial situation is and what are you trying to accomplish long-term financially, right? You also got to look at your current assets. Now, your home is a current asset, although it's a dead asset if you're not using it to generate rental income. And most of us that live in our homes, we don't generate income from our home. Our home does not put any money in our pocket. It normally takes money out of our pocket, right? Got to pay the mortgage, got to pay property taxes, got to pay property insurance, repair and maintenance, HOA fees, etc. So even if my subscriber paid their mortgage off, yes, they would not have to worry about paying interest on a loan anymore, but they still will have costs associated with that property. They also got to figure out, what do we currently have in our nest egg, right? Because think about it. If I got nothing in my nest egg, I got 100K, I could potentially take that 100K, invest it in assets that increase in value over time, and potentially put something in my nest egg. Because I'm telling you guys, your home is not going to take care of you if you're in a situation where you can't work anymore. Yes, it will be nice to know I own my home free and clear, and no one can ever take it away from me, but it won't produce any income. So you have to say to yourself, do I take the 100K, pay off my mortgage? I'm putting that 100K in an asset that's dead. It will not generate any income until I either sell it or I start renting parts of the house out. Could be Airbnb, Verbo, something like that. Bring in some roommates. Maybe you got a 3-bedroom, you take one, you bring in 2 roommates and start generating some income. Then that asset may be an asset that pays off for you long term. But if you don't do any of that and you're just gonna live in the house like most people, then yeah, it's not gonna generate any income, and I don't know if that's the best use of the 100K. Now, all I can tell you is what I would do, and this is what I told a subscriber. Personally, I would not take the 100K and pay off my mortgage, especially if I have a mortgage with an interest rate under 4%. I just wouldn't. I would prefer to take that 100K and put it in an investment vehicle that will pay me more of a return than 4%. It's one thing if you got an interest rate at 8% and you take the 100K and pay it off, because you probably ain't gonna go out and get 8% in the market. But if you are in that 4% or less, shoot, you could take the 100K and put it in a US Treasury bond for 10 years at 5% and outperform the interest you're paying on the mortgage. Let's say you got a mortgage at 3.5%, but you can go out and get a Treasury bond for 5%. You're gonna be to the positive in the Treasury bond, right? By 1.5%. So for me, the opportunity cost that I'm gonna lose if I pay the mortgage off anything below 4% is the opportunity cost is just too big. I'd rather put the 100K in something that's gonna get me 5 to 10% over the next 5, 10, 15 years. And then just continue paying the mortgage down with the low 3.5% interest rate, right? So it depends on what your interest rate is. It depends on what your financial situation looks like when it comes to your nest egg or your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow or your financial freedom. I'm of the opinion it makes no sense for me to have a home and own it free and clear when I'm in the building stage of wealth, especially if I got an interest rate below 4%. It makes no sense for me to have it paid off. Now, once I get to the enjoyment stage of wealth, and I'm in the golden years, and I'm not actively earning income anymore, I then can see paying off a mortgage and have no debt. Because at that point, I'm not actively earning income anymore. I'm just simply living off my investments or off of my assets. And yes, I'm in preservation mode at that point. I want to protect my principal because that's the only thing I have to generate income for me. But when I'm in a growth mode and I'm actively earning income, I want to be able to take every free dollar I have and invest it in something that's going to give me the type of return I need in order to get my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow big enough. So that's what I told the subscriber. I said, if it was me, I wouldn't do it. But you have to look at your own financial situation and determine what's best for you. Now, if paying off your mortgage is the most important thing in your life to you and it gives you peace of mind, and that's your financial freedom, then pay it off. Each one of us will have a different financial freedom picture. It'll be different for all of us. So what's good for me may not be good for you. You just have to figure out what's important to you and then act accordingly. If I won the lotto for 100K, I'm gonna take that 100K at this point in my life and put it in something to multiply it. I'm not gonna take it and pay down my mortgage. Now, 15 years from now, I may be totally opposite. I may say, yes, give me that 100K. Let me pay this mortgage off because I'm no longer gonna be actively earning income and I just wanna have everything paid off, and then whatever I got in my assets, they'll take care of me and I'm good. But right now, no. I take the money and I put it in something that will give me a 5 to 10% or better return on the money over the next 5 years. And typically, guys, none of us live in homes for 30 years anymore. None of us live in homes for 30 years anymore. It just doesn't happen, right? maybe 5 to 7 years tops. So this notion of, oh, I want to have my home free and clear, that's great if that's what your freedom is. If that is what helps you sleep at night, do it. But for me, nah, I'm going to go ahead and invest that money right now. And then at some point in the distant future, if I want to go ahead and pay off a mortgage or even own a house at all, then I'll do that. But I probably won't even own a house when I'm in the golden years. And if I do own it, it's going to be really a piece of land with a little house on it somewhere in the Caribbean so that I can retire and kick back and do the things that I want to do. And that's part of my retirement plan. So, but I won't have your traditional house like this that I got to worry about because I'm not going to have anything like this. Anything I have is going to be really, really streamlined and really easy to maintain. And it's more about the land. It's more about the ocean. It's more about those type of things than it is anything about some big old gigantic house. But that's my financial freedom. Yours is going to be different. So you got to figure out what that is, just like I told my subscriber. Figure out what your financial freedom is, and that's what you do with the 100K. It's your money. You do what you believe is best. But here are some ideas, and that's what I gave them, right? Drop me some comments, guys, and let me know what you would do with a 100K lotto win. What would you do with it? Would you pay your mortgage off? Or would you take that money and invest it? Would you take that money and go buy a new car? Would you take that money and take a luxury vacation? What would you do with the money? I'm curious to know. So drop them down in the comment box. If you want them 12 free stocks from Webull, click on that link down in the description box. Open up that Webull account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing. Share the video. Smash the like button. Thoughts become things. You can see it in your mind. You can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.